little kitchen, and we got some water already starting to boil over there for the fettuccine. That's my coffee. We're gonna make some cream chicken fettuccine. Now, as you may or may not have figured out, my videos here are part cooking, part cooking, and part philosophy. I do a cooking show, sure. I cook some food, and you're going to see me cook the food because that's what we do here. But we're also going to talk about stuff, whatever comes into this crazy mind of mine, because this is actually a blog. And the blog is sharing of one's experiences in life experience. Um, and trying to same color as the thing here is the same color as my shirt today. That's unusual. Color coordinated video. Anyways, so I want to show you how to make some cream chicken fettuccine, but I'm also going to talk about whatever it is that we need to talk about. There's somebody online, hola, a lot of Spanish speaking people watch my show, more Spanish speaking than English speaking for some reason, and I always speak in English, which weird, isn't it? Anyways, my coffee, by the way, I use, I'll share with you a little ad for Nescafe, Café de olla with cream. Well, milk, actually. All it is a little bit of coffee with cinnamon and I guess some caramel. But it's delicious, and I make a big pot of it. This one here, this is my pot of coffee. I love this pot. I bought this in Iztapalapa. I still have it. I don't like throwing things away. Well, actually, you've seen my videos. You know that I have a zero garbage purpose here in this house. I am not going to produce any garbage. For the sanitation department. I'm going to get them out of a job. Get the sanitation department out of a job. Because everything that I use here is either recycled or burnt. And so far, since I started the project back in way back, like September, maybe, when I came here. When did I come here? I forget. Anyways, when I started the project, I have not used the services of the sanitation department. Every bit of garbage that has been produced by me in this place has been also utilized for something, either for fire or recycled. We recycled the bottles into all the plastic bottles I recycled into flower pots, and I'll show you. That's my organic garbage bucket that goes into the garden for compost. A huge pile of compost out there. And we're gonna make some fettuccine. So let's focus on the fettuccine, because otherwise my mind will just go little loco and I'll forget about anything I'm doing. For the fettuccine, we're going to use some of my garlic suits. I'll show you, and maybe some leaves. Oh, there's a little, that little guy was, I'll show you. That little guy over there, that little fella, is our new addition to the cat house. Funny, I wanted to have a cat house. I have a cat house. His name is Negro Durazo, which is he was a famous cop in Mexico, very corrupt. And this little guy's afraid of me, so he must be corrupt because only the corrupt are afraid of me. So he's a Negro Durazo. And my cats are a little bit more civilized. Not much, but there's Ashton, there's Goldie, there's Manchas. See Manchas, and there's Fantasma. Fantasma, Goldie, Ashton, Manchas. You can hear crazy little Ramira. Ugh. Okay, we're gonna use some of these, I think. I like these. I don't know. I'm gonna use those. I can use these over here. Use these here. I'll recycle these pretty soon. Fresh garlic suits. You know, fresh garlic suits. I planted quite a lot. I'm also gonna get one or two leaves of this guy over here. This is beet leaves, and they give it a color, kind of a flavor. This is an avocado tree. This is garlic, beets. Let's use this one over here. This one. See, this is immature garlic, but you can use the immature garlic, and it gives it a beautiful flavor. I'll use this one over here. Oh, what's this here? Oh God, let me use this here. Oh yes. Oh God. Yeah. I have to wash these garlics. God, they're muddy. I will wash them though. That needs to be fixed. It doesn't have a hole at the bottom. It just holds the water, which is not good. So yeah, let's wash these, and we're gonna use all this garlic all these garlic suits. They smell good, garlicky. To shit, I didn't take my pill. I'm gonna take my pill. No wonder I'm all screwy. Anyways, I'm gonna use the garlic suits. Wash them, and we're gonna cut them up for our delicious pasta, right from the garden. But before that, I need to take my pill. I gotta take my blood pressure pill. There's a white cat that has been coming over here and crying. I guess he wants entry into the cat family. Meow. I hear him, but I don't see him. He's a white cat with spots. Anyways, let's take my pill. And that's the meanest cat in the world. That's the mama cat. She howls and hisses at everybody. I don't know why. She's got issues. She's got PTSD or something. Cats with PTSD. Why not? So I'm going to take our pill. I'm pre-making the pasta because one of the things that I never do in time when I make the sauces is the pasta. So this time I started the water for the pasta beforehand. Cheers. My blood pressure is great. I've got it down to 135, 40 over 90. And I'm taking 2 pills to do that and the beets. It's just, I'm a little overweight. I haven't taken good care of myself over the years. And I'm paying the price for it now, which is having to take freaking pills. But it's cool. It's all good. Like they say, it's all good, man. It's all good. Use this. So we're gonna wash our garlic sootsies. Let's see if you can see them there. There we go. We're gonna get all the dirt out of them. Cut them up. I love garlic. Garlic is one of my favorite foods. It makes everything taste better. It makes everything. It gets the vampires and parasites out of you. See, the vampiric parasites. That's kind of what we're fighting with garlic. And you can fight with the vampiric parasites. Oddly enough, I have tried to use the roots, these things here, and they don't really taste good. They don't really help the flavor or anything, so I just throw them away into the compost. The part of this thing that really tastes good is the white part, and right around up to most of the green part is good. It's not as strong tasting as the white part, but it does give it a little color. This used to be a little garlic, a little tooth, a little piece of garlic, and I planted it, and now it's a beautiful herb, very tasty herb that I can use for my cooking, and it didn't cost me anything to buy it. I got it right there in my garden. So when you can do that and you can repeat that, it's a wonderful thing. Of course, you got to get the dirt out of it. These were in water, so they got muddy. But the basic part plant, once you peel off the muddy part, delicious. Right here. Look at that. Gorgeous. It's going to give the pasta, and this gives it greenery, and it's very rough. It's very, it's full of iron. It's like, it tastes a little bit like between coleslaw and lettuce. It's a leafy thing that I use also to give more color to my pasta, but also because this part of it is full of iron, and more of this I eat, less I have to worry about taking heart pills, which, when you're 55, is something you got to consider. And this is the last of our garlic suits. People say, oh, it's not mature enough, it doesn't taste right, blah, 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 blah. It's wonderful. I love it. It's exactly the same taste as a garlic. Not as much of the, it's a lot less, it's a lot milder than garlic. I mean, it's not as strong as garlic. But if you don't have any garlic, for instance, you can use your garlic suits, and it will give you the taste of garlic. It'll taste just like garlic. So and the whole thing works. You don't people throw away so much. It always surprises me how much is thrown away in an ordinary kitchen. I got this little right there. That doesn't work. Come on, dude. There we go. It's a little. No, it's not gonna work. Using that thing for tripod. Oh well. Don't matter. I'm using the. Oh, I know what I'm gonna use for tripod. This right here. It's perfect. This one here. No, this one here for cooking. Okay. Water's almost boiling. I have discovered over the years that if you don't boil your water before you put the pasta in, which some people don't, the pasta does not come out nearly as well. It doesn't cook well. It cooks weirdly. So you don't want to do that. All right. This goes over here. A little coffee. Oh, this is for drinking. And I'm not convinced by that angle either. Let's see. If I use this over here. Oh, there we go. Now you can see the stove, but you really can't see the. Well, you can see them here. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, so as you guys know, my kitchen is all about survival cooking. So we went into the garden, we got some garlic suits to give it a garlicky taste. And now what we need is we need something greasy. I'm out of oil. Yeah, I'm out of oil. So we're going to use chicken grease. I keep somebody in there. Chat en vivo. Nobody there. All right, so I'm gonna make some grease out of my chicken grease. Now, how are we gonna do that? I buy for my cats chicken backs. They are they call it here rabadillo. And what it is the when you take the legs off and the wings off and the breasts off of the chicken, this is the back that remains, and it's a very greasy piece of chicken. It has a lot of grease. This is almost pure grease. But if you want to use it for cooking, these are actually not the greasy parts. I need the really greasy parts. Let's see if I can use the greasy parts. There we go. Perfect. All right. So this is the back of the chicken. Depends how they cut it, obviously. How they cut it is important. But this is a piece. Here we go. See this? This is pure grease. This is almost pure grease. Chicken fat. And it's exactly what we need for our garlic. Chicken fat. It'll give a chickenly flavor. It'll give the garlic a chicken-like flavor, and it's healthy fat. I mean, it's chicken fat. Chicken fat is fat. I mean, fat is fat. You don't want to use too much of it, just enough to. But I'm a big fan of not throwing anything away. A lot of people in the chicken, where they sell chickens, they consider this desperdicio, which literally means garbage, like the throwaway. But if you are a survivalist like me, survival cooker, I guess, you don't throw anything away. You don't throw the bones away. You don't throw the fat away. You don't throw anything away because you're going to use it. And you're going to use it in a variety of different ways. So you get your chicken fat, you can cut it a little bit more so it's easier for the you use less um, heat, less gas, I guess. I got my gas back. I finally got the gas. I'm tired of using wood. It's fine. I love the taste. It was a great experiment. But the truth, I like the the commodity. See that beautiful chicken fat? Look at that, beautiful. It's pure fat, and it'll boil down to nothing. It's like putting butter on the stove, um, and it'll give you a delicious tasting. You can also make chicken broth out of this, but right now we're just going to use it for frying because we're going to fry the chicken breasts on the chicken fat. I have some chicken breasts that I'm going to fry. I'm going to use the chicken fat to fry the chicken breasts. And after that, we're going to have well, you'll see. We're making a very special sauce, cream of chicken sauce for the fettuccine. And we're going to use milk. We're going to use cream. We're going to use chicken breast. We're going to use garlic, fresh garlic, and a little bit of leafy greens, salt. And that's basically it. That's all we're going to use. I could put a little curry on it and make it really special, but I've been using too much curry lately, and I'm kind of fed up with using curry, and, no. So let's take a look at what's going on here. This is our chicken fat. And what we want is we want to have enough fat to fry the garlic. So we need to wait for this to really cook. Chicken fat does cook. And while you're doing that, let's see. Let's put the pasta, a little salt. And in goes our delicious fettuccine. These fettuccines I buy because I have my groceries delivered to the ranch in order to save some money. So I buy the fettuccine that gives me the free delivery. They give me a free delivery with the fettuccine. I don't choose any one specific fettuccine. I mean, if I had a pasta maker, I would make my own. But I don't, so I just, I grab the one that helps me the best economically. I'm all about the economy. I'm all about saving money and spending the least possible. Like that chicken fat stuff that I showed you. Well, that's pretty cheap. You can get that down here for 20 pesos a kilo. So it's for about $1 a kilo of the chicken backs from the same people that will bring me my fettuccine. Comercial Mexicana is the place that brings me my food. Little ad there for them too. Now see there's like chicken. It's like the end result of this is like chicken chitlings, fried pork bellies, they would call them. But they, you can use chicken fat, and it'll turn like that color. And when you have enough fat, you can actually cut your garlic. Your garlic suits. Oh, come on now. There we go. Caramelized garlic suits. You want to do the garlic before you do the chicken breast, because the chicken breast can get very tough if you overcook it or if you do it too long. And the garlic can't. The garlic will just get better and better the more you can burn it too, but it's basically, it'll take more time to cook the garlic than the chicken breast. Obviously, the chicken fat will be cooking all the time, so guess who's here behind me smelling chicken? You smell that chicken? Hurrah, chicken! The sweetest cat. I love that cat. Anyways, there goes the garlic suits. I actually adore this kitchen because it's the kitchen that has fed my family for over 20 years. And I've seen it go through a lot of changes and a lot of, there's been a lot of dirty dishes. I've washed a lot of dirty dishes. See that? That goes right in there. It'll give it an amazing taste. An amazing taste. It's going to be a beautiful sauce, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it. I like eating well. Obviously I'm a fat guy. I'm not a thin guy. Fat guy, and I'm a fat guy because I enjoy eating. I really thoroughly. And here go my beet leaves to give it a little bit of color, a little bit of taste. I'm actually really fed up of eating beets, but they're good for me, and they're actually not that bad. I actually the taste can get boring after a while because you eat so much of it. But if you just use a little bit of it, gives it a familiar, fun little taste, and it makes it fun. All right, this is basically what we're going to put our chicken breasts on. And now let's go get the chicken breasts. You didn't think I was just going to have a little bit of chicken fat and that'd be the chicken part of the thing. No, I got some chicken breasts. All right. Say hello to beautiful chicken breast. This thing is really, really soaky, so I don't want to have chicken flavor all over my things. I'll put it in the plate. I made a chicken. Again, the part of the fat goes right into the chicken skin. I'll cut it a little bit so that chicken breast. I like to keep the collarbone. I'll show you why in a minute, and what I do with my collarbones. But I don't really. I mean, you can just pull them apart like this, and they go right in there, and they cook pretty quick. They are pretty quick. They do not take a lot of time. Use a knife if you want, but you don't really need to. Chicken breast is always pretty soft. It's the most desirable piece of the chicken. Everybody pays more for the chicken breast than for any other part of the chicken. Me particularly, I'm a fan of chicken breast when it's fried. I'm not a fan of a chicken breast when it's baked or cooked. I like it fried. I don't. Oh, yeah, I'm not a big fan of chicken breast when it's baked or fried. I do want to keep the chicken bone for my art project. The little thingy over here. So I'm going to put this away, and I'll use it for soup. This part I'm going to use for soup because I'm going to use the collarbone. I like the collarbone. I keep the collarbone, so we use this for soup. All right. Now the chicken breast goes in there. Now I'm put salt in there, just a little bit, because I got high blood pressure. So the last thing I need is to be salty. You know. See what's going on here. We're gonna put a little salt. And again, that's just a taste. You know, everybody has a different taste for salt. This is going to have cream on it, so you don't want to use too salt. You don't want to get too much salt in there. Look at this beautiful chicken breast. Okay. God, the smell of that is just amazing. A little bit more salt on this side. And we're getting to the end game of the chicken sauce. You know, we're getting to the end part of the chicken sauce, which is very, very fun. Oh gosh, I love cooking. I absolutely adore cooking. Cooking is one of my favorite arts, and I do it every day if I can. Sometimes, I mean, if I like when I was in the city, and I was at the telephone job, I didn't have time to cook, so I would eat out, which I also love because eating out. I like eating. I like food. Food is Food is definitely one of the highlights of being alive in this planet. And I really enjoy it. I think our fettuccine is al dente. I'll show you. Al dente. They have a lot of theories on how to do this. The way I like to do it the way I enjoy it is that I grab one, and I just try it. Okay. I'm going to turn it off and put it in the water. All right, now the trick of this chicken, what we're going to do with this chicken is that we are going to make it a creamy chicken. So I need to bring the cream in, but before I do that, you don't want your creamy chicken to be in big pieces. You want smaller pieces for some reason. So we're going to take the chicken and cut it smaller pieces. It doesn't. Again, the size depends on you. You don't have to have any one specific size, but we're going to give it another minute. Look at that beautiful chicken breast with just garlic and salt. It's perfect. Try it. Lovely. Now this would make a great taco already, but we're going to go the extra step and make this into a sauce that would win us a cordon bleu in Paris any day. Because the Parisians have a very important element when they judge food, and that would be flavor. And believe me, the flavor of this thing is just, look at that, beautiful piece of chicken. Fantastic. All right. Now here's what's going to get really tricky. And I want to show you how it's going to be done. It's going to be done with a fork. Because we're going to add milk to this amazing thing. I'm going to add milk. Oh, I'll use all of it, I guess. There we go. And we're going to add a little bit of cream so the milk will coagulate better. Just a little bit. Just, a pinch, maybe about four spoonfuls maybe of cream. That'll help the milk coagulate. Little trick where you learn in when you cook fettuccine is that if I had cheese, I would use cheese, but I don't have cheese, I have cream. So we'll use cream. But we'll mix it really good. And oh yeah. One thing with cream though, with milk, you have to constantly um, move it. You have to move it all the time because otherwise it'll burn on the bottom. You don't want your milk to burn. Give it a little. Ah, shit. I turned it off by accident. I want to turn the fire down a little bit. Yay. Okay. There we go. And we're just going to give it a minute. Let it cook a little bit. Let's try it though. I want to try the plate. Artful. Piece of art. So I'm going to give it a little bit more so it'll. The chicken grease and the cream will make the milk coagulate. It'll make it thicker. So we want our cream to be thicker. When it cools down, it gets thicker automatically because it consolidates with all the greases. One moment. Víctor, no tengo ni un centavo. Llámame el lunes. Espérame. I still don't have money to pay my gardener. He wanted to know if he could come into work today, and I said, nope, sorry, not today. Try me Monday. And the reason for that, see, if I had a little bit of flour, I could also use flour to, or even maicena. But I don't. All I have is the milk and the cream and the chicken grease, and that's still going to be sufficient to make this work. See, it's boiling. It's going to boil the water away on the milk, and what is going to remain there is going to be the cream. So it'll be fine. I also don't want to burn it. So this is how you make cajeta, by the way. I'm going to make a beautiful a cream caramel. You know, you can use milk and sugar. It's the same thing. You put the milk to boil, but you put sugar on it instead of garlic and chicken. And the end result is just this amazing, beautiful candy. And you can make it as hard as you want, depending on how much you cook it. The longer you cook the milk, the thicker it becomes. Because what you do is that you evaporate the water, and all that remains is the grease. And the grease on the milk is what makes the milk delicious. So when they sell you powdered milk, basically what they're selling you is evaporated milk that has no water on it, because the milk element is grease, and you can turn grease into a powder if you make it very, very dry. So God, I love this lunch. And if you take your timer and you see how much time we've actually put the milk in the fire, it's not a lot. I mean, obviously, I have to constantly move it around and make sure that it doesn't stick to the bottom or to the sides, because the tendency of the milk is that the grease is thicker than the water. The water will go to the surface and the grease will go to the bottom and it will burn. Grease burns. So you don't want that to happen. So you gotta have to constantly move it so that it's give it another minute so it's really delicious. And I'm gonna put a little bit more salt. Again, I could put some curry in this and make it a curry chicken sauce, because curry, chicken, and cream go really well together. But today I decided to go more of an Italian flavor. I still have some curry. Got to buy some more curry, but I still have some curry here. But we're not going to use curry today. We're just going to use garlic, salt, and chicken. Garlic, salt, chicken, and milk. Those are the ingredients. A couple of spoonfuls of cream to help the milk along with more grease. Greasier it is, faster it evaporates the water out of the milk. We're basically just evaporating the water out of the milk. So what remains is a beautiful sauce. I'm not going to burn it too much more than that because it won't have any liquid. Turn it off. We're going to add the spaghetti now. We're going to add the spaghetti into the mix. Let's put it like this. There we go. And like that. There we go. And down the chute. If you like my cooking show, or if you like any of my shows, do please like and subscribe and all that stuff. And if you say to yourself, oh my God, there's cockroaches and centipedes and spiders in that kitchen, what are you doing? Then don't. I could say to you, for instance, cockroaches and centipedes and spiders are a perfectly good source of protein when you're in the woods and you have nothing to eat. But of course, you will say, oh, you savage. And I'll say, oh, you strawberry shortcake. Oh, I want to make a strawberry shortcake now that we talk about it. I think that would improve a lot. The quality of my life. Having a strawberry shortcake. One thing that I learned online on one of these cooking shows that I love to watch is that you got to leave the sauce to be on the bottom always. You put the pasta on the top, sauce on the bottom, and that's how it's done. Okay. Let's serve ourselves a little bit of pasta. Oops. A little piece for the cats. Another thing about pasta. First day pasta, not so great. Second day pasta, marvelous. Why is that? Because the sauce on the second day of the pasta has time to actually go into the pasta. So, oh God, I'm throwing all the pasta away. I'm using the wrong tool for this. So when you cook pasta and you let it, ta-da! Let's go eat. When you cook your pasta, and you let it in the sauce, with the sauce. Of course, Italians would probably say, "Oh, you're barbarian you should be thrown to the lions for saying such barbarities. But the truth is that if you let the sauce simmer with your pasta for one day, take it out of the fridge, warm it up, the flavor will have gone inside of the pasta. For me, I don't know for you guys. For me, it's more delicious. So, good appetit. Hope you enjoyed the show, and I will see you in the next. Marvelous. Just perfect. Just amazing. Artsy fartsy. Bye. Like, subscribe, share.